All right, could Klay Thompson help the Detroit Pistons? Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Klay Thompson had 2 horrific knee injuries, had a slow start this season. Starting to pick it up a little bit. Yeah, he's starting to pick it up a little bit, dog. Shooting the ball a little bit better. He doesn't give you another ball handler. Pause, my camera on, boys. But he gives you somebody who can spot up, shoot. Maybe not the defender that he was. Championship experience. It's rumors going out there that they can do a, excuse me, ooh, that was a hell of a crack. They could do a Klay Thompson for Zach LaVine swap. LaVine would be interesting just from a selfish standpoint of view. He one of my favorite NBA players. Damian Lillard, Zach LaVine, 2 of my favorite. So I would want to see him. Go hate hangnails. I would want to see him. I would want to see him on a winning team. Klay done already won, so Klay in the final year of a deal. Klay just wants some money. Klay just wants some money. So that's the difference. Klay just wants some money. I think he got, his father was in the league, really, really good player, Michael Thompson, I believe it was. I think he was a really good ball player for the Lakers. So I think he would have the integrity to come here and try to lead this team. I mean, you're going to have to pay him. I mean, Zach LaVine is already, he's already financially, locked in for a couple more years too. So I think if Zach LaVine could defend at a high or have a better defensive effort, I think it would be, but I think you get that with him going to a championship caliber team. If I'm the Knicks, Cleveland looking for a bigger 2 guard, maybe that can get you possibly over the hump. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that could get you over the hump. But back to Klay. I mean, can stretch the floor out, shoot it. And what's so crazy about it, I think the Pistons are looking to move Cade off the ball. That's why they kind of looking at DeJounte Murray and stuff of that nature. And if you had asked me, I said in a video about Moody and Klay Thompson, I would rather have Moses Moody at this point. But the value in Klay Thompson is because he has championship caliber. He's going to bring a calmness in the locker room, but he can't do it on his own. So if I'm looking at a deal, if I can get Klay Thompson in Detroit, right, then I want to bring somebody else in there. But the problem that the Pistons have, right? Let's say you get Klay Thompson and you end up with DeJounte Murray. You move Cade to the 3. You move on from Ivy. You groom a short Thompson, whatever. You continue to groom him. I don't know what you do. DeJounte is becoming a solid shooter. Cade is becoming a better shooter. But really, it still matters what you got at that 4 spot. And what you would kind of be like grooming a short Thompson to be is to be the heir apparent to Klay Thompson. Or whatever. You move him back to the 3, you move him to the 2, whatever. You grooming him to come in and take Klay's spot. But you still have an issue at the 4 position. You have to address that. I mean, let's say for the guy's sake, you get Jalen Duren. You go out there, you get Tobias Harris, Klay Thompson, Cade Cunningham, DeJounte Murray. Is that still good enough? That's the question. Is that still good enough? That's the question. Is that still good enough? You imagine Wiseman, Bagley, Ivy will be gone. Killian Hayes will be gone. Probably Burke will be gone going into next offseason. So you would probably say Livers will be gone. You probably will be saying those 5, this is in the hypothetical, Marcus Sasser and Shore Thompson would be, really, those would be your guys. those would be your guys. Beef Stew probably be gone too. Good. Hope he be gone. Those probably be your guys. So I think also the value in all this is keeping that pick you got this year. That's the value in it. You want to keep that pick. That Sar kid look pretty good. So you probably want to keep that pick. I know we ain't do too keen on French players, but you probably want to keep that pick to get that Sar kid. So maybe he could be a future 4. So really, no matter how you slice the cake and who you bring in or who you don't bring in, right? No matter, and I'll do a list of the best fits for the Pistons, right? I'll do a video about that. I don't know if we ever get some snow. Maybe we get snowed in, maybe not. Don't like it snow. It's supposed to rain this morning. Who knows? So maybe if we do some I'll do a video this weekend on the 5 best, or pretty soon the 5 best trade fits. And then people say, what about Klay and Pascal Siakam? You just really, at that point, if you just really need to shooting at the 4, no matter how you slice the cake. Let's say they go Klay, K, Siakam at the 3, and they go find a 4 or a 3 that can straight. They just need the shooting. And Bogdanovic probably be going in the Klay deal or something like that. They really need that shooting. And then also when you talking about, guy off the bench, they really need a big fella that can be the difference, that can be a different type of big fella from Jalen Duren. Somebody go out there and stretch the floor. That's kind of what they need, a bigger fella that can stretch the floor. Wiseman, Bagley, they can't stretch the floor. But, Klay would be an interesting fit, But the benefit of it is, if you get, let's say you go with Zach LaVine, you ain't got to pay him. He already paid. That's the benefit of it. So, DeJounte Murray will give you a ball handler. Let's say they go DeJounte, Klay, K. I think if they was willing to part ways with that number 1 pick, they could parlay Pascal Siakam. I mean, do you parlay Pascal Siakam? Or do you go out there and try to sign Miles Bridges and hold on to that number 1 pick, or sign somebody else? But the problem with the difference between, just get some extra talk with Siakam and Bridges, the difference is this. Bridges shooting percent, his erratic, what he got off the court is troubling, right? I believe in second chances, sometimes third. But his ability to shoot the ball and be younger, kind of put him close to home, is kind of scary. But his shooting potential is a little bit more, he got, it could be reached a little bit better. Siakam is what he is. I think Bridges is starting to shoot the ball a little bit better, before the situation happened. So, cheaper. So, I mean, you could say, okay, we wait till we get Bridges, and we can go out there. Let's say we get DeJounte, we get Klay, we go Cade, and we go Bridges at the 4. You could do that. You go, I mean, I don't think it's really no different. I mean, LaVine got to give up something because he getting paid. I don't think they'll be having a problem getting up a couple assets for LaVine. So, you go LaVine. Let's say you can get your hands on DeJounte Murray. You move K to the 3. You know what I'm saying? Will you have enough assets to still swing up Pascal Siakam? LaVine and Murray argue you better shooting. You move K to the 3. How good is Cade off the ball? I think, you go, DeJounte, Zach LaVine, Cade Cunningham. DeJounte is shown to play with another ball-dominant guy, and so is Zach LaVine, but 3 of them back there. That'd be interesting. I think Klay, from a system fit, if you go DeJounte, Klay, Cade, Klay don't need the ball. He ain't as young as spry as Zach LaVine, but it still allow Cade and DeJounte to play make for him. But then, and I think you don't have to give us many assets for Klay because he don't make that much. So you still could swing a Siakam, or let's say you want to swing you want to go out there and get a Bridges, and let's say you want to make a deal before the trade deadline and say, well, we'll do something for Bridges. I heard they keep a LaMelo. They want to keep him happy. Obviously, they just, whoever just bought them for Michael Jordan, you don't lose them. And if Miles Bridges make him happy, you want to keep him. So I think better options is with Murray, LaVine, Cade, I think Siakam can work. I think that worked better. I think it, in any scenario it works, because Klay can shoot, DeJounte can shoot, Cade is getting better as a shooter. So if you able to swing, or you get another guard like DeJounte, they can stretch it and shoot it. They can shoot it pretty good. You ask me which lineup do I like better for them? Really, it all predicates more on how Duren, Ashur Thompson, Sasser, and Cade develop. That's what it boiled down to. So I would say, to me, I still have an issue with 3 guys that's really good with the ball in their hand: Murray, LaVine, and Cade. But I like that LaVine is already, like, got to pay Murray too, though. Don't forget. I like that LaVine is already locked into a contract. But the dysfunction in the organization scares me. But either or I'm fine with. If they try it out there and go Murray, LaVine, Cade, Siakam, Duren, I can live with that. I like that lineup. But if they gonna make a championship run, it's gonna be because of Cade Cunningham, Duren, Ashur Thompson, and Sasser, and other young guys they get. The difference between bringing Klay in there and not LaVine might be the difference between you keeping that number 1 pick next year. That might be the difference. So, but if I don't have to put that number 1 pick in there, and I can still end up with those guys, I will compromise. I will get rid of the next 3 or 4 or 5 first round picks with a couple protections in there if I'm the Pistons. Here come the snow, just as I said it. So yeah, I would do that. So that's my opinion. I like both lineups, even with Bridges and not Bridges at the 4. But I still think no matter which lineup you throw out there, and I also like to see them go get Lauri Markkanen, which they would have to. The difference between the issue is this: when you talk about these lineups, LaVine is locked in to getting paid, so you still got to pay DeJounte, right? Cade got to get paid soon enough, but you still got to pay DeJounte. You still got to pay Pascal Siakam, or let's say you go get DeJounte Moore, you still got to pay him. The thing about Bridges or Tobias Harris, you got to pay him. Bridges not going to command that much money, but if he delivers and stay clean off the floor, you're going to have to pay him eventually. But the issue here is you got the guys that you're looking to bring in, not named Zach LaVine. Klay got going to get paid. And there's some issues about his age there and his knee there as well too. Siakam gonna want to get paid. Murray got to go want to get paid. That's the issue. But for something to overhaul this roster, they need 3 guys to come in between now and next year. That's gonna change that. They need 3, and they need to get rid of a lot of guys. 3 guys to come in and get changed. So you probably see Ivy get up out of here. You'll probably see Bojanovic part of a deal. Alec Burke part of a deal. Joe Harris might be a contract filler in there. The only guys I'm not parting with is Cade, Duren, Ashur, and Marcus Sasser. Those are the guys I'm not parting with. Anybody else can go. Isaiah Stewart is wanted. So yeah, at the end of the day, that's something that you look at, and and if you say, well, I throw Lauri Markkanen in there, got shooting, but defensively, then Murray's pretty good defensively, Cade is cool defensively. Then defensively you got to get something from Zach, but you got to sure get throw in there. Hopefully get better shooting. Duren got to get better. So, if you had to ask me, I'm more likely to probably go with Lauri Markkanen more than Pascal Siakam because it probably won't be as expensive. The way he can stretch the floor out for you, Duren, DeJounte can defend. Cade he can stretch the floor out for Cade. You put Klay and Zach LaVine. That'd be a good basketball team. But they still only gonna go as far as the young guys develop. So that's just my humble opinion on it, man. It's good shop talk. Maybe do a live. Now it start to snowish, rainish, and that's dangerous. But I appreciate y'all, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We're supposed to be talking about Cade Cunningham. About Klay Thompson. Went off in just different varieties. So I think a live stream on this would be very, very good. But probably gonna want to get to the top fits for the Detroit Pistons. So yeah, it's starting to snow now. Let it snow. But hit the link tree. Find me on X, aka Twitter, Spotify, Anchor. Follow us on Spotify, man. So you get the live updates. I've been doing a live a week. Instagram, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that's in the link tree. Appreciate y'all. Peace.